baby, do what I should, baby. Point, baby, do what I could, baby. Point, baby, do what I should, baby. Point, baby, do what I could, baby. Point, baby, do what I should, baby. Point, baby, do what I could, baby. Point, baby, do what I should, baby. Point, baby, do what I could.
I ain't never been the same, baby. Ain't do no wrong, I can clean up good for you. Don't want no right from wrong, 'cause I wanna make it. So nasty, I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me, oh hell no. You rip my city, so damn no. Just still don't notice me.
Welcome in, everybody, to the In Off the Bench podcast. My name is Jim Cross. No Daniel Ball, no Ava Garza. That's all right. I got plenty of guests that'll make it just fine without another host. Today, we're going to be talking to the boys of Troy baseball, Brock Tapper, Jabe, and Noah Thigpen. But before we do that, we got to plug the sponsors. Chinook Seedery, 9 flavors, mild to wild, the best sunflower seeds in the game. Got the new Zilla flavor if you haven't tried it out. If you're going to be in Omaha, head over to Ballpark Village. Talk to my boys Brandon and Matt. They will get you hooked up, squared away, get you the best deeds. And then, of course, Jesus One Apparel, John 16:33, empowering men and women to be bold in their faith. Love seeing the athletes wear them. Our guests today are wearing them. That being said, we'll start with you, Brock, my man. How we doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
Oh, man, no complaints. I appreciate you jumping on the pod, bringing your boys, Jay, man, I want to call you. There's like 5 different nicknames I've heard on TV. Like, Jabe Ruth is one of my favorites. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Excited to be here.
And then last but not least, Noah, I'm going to just start right into it with you, man. Where are you from?
I'm from Valdosta, Georgia.
All right. And so, man, I seen that you got 3 sisters, man. Got to know, what's that life like growing up?
A lot of Disney movies, a lot of drama around the house. You just got to keep it balanced and honestly tone it out half the time.
Are they at least, fans of your game? Do they come watch you and support you?
I will say they do come to the games. I don't really know about watching. They've took a liking more to the concession stand over the years, but I'm sure they watch a few pitches between the popcorn grabs.
There you go. Jay, man, my man, where are you from?
I'm from Montgomery, Pike Road, Alabama area. Went to high school in Macon East and played junior college ball down the road in Enterprise.
Nice. Yeah, I did the research and, wasn't too familiar, but they were talking about that as well on TV and doing a good job of highlighting the road in which you came from. I did notice that, the name was John. We were just talking about it, got these different nicknames, but how did you become Jabe?
I actually don't have a great answer for you. I am the third. I'm John Basher Borth the third. So, they just gave me a nickname growing up, so I didn't, get confused with my dad when they're saying John around the house. They just called me Jabe.
I got you. It makes sense. And then, let's get into it. I said to you guys before the show, I had to take ownership. I got 7 of 8 super regional picks, right? The one that I didn't get, I went with Little Rock. Brock, I told your dad that we had 2 guests from there, and I only had 1 from Troy at the time, and I said 2's better than 1. He made sure to text me as soon as the final out, was done. But so I apologize to you guys, but Noah, I'll start with you because have you guys been fueled by this all season, especially late coming into postseason where people were doubting you guys?
I'd say definitely. We obviously we weren't playing our best ball, and we knew that, and we knew the type of talent that we had in the room, and we knew it was going to come together, and we just took it day by day and really tried to get better every day and find one thing every day that would make us better as a group.
Yeah, and continue to get better throughout the season. And Jabe, I think part of that was the schedule, right? 7th hardest schedule in the country. How much did that prepare you guys for this postseason action where you'd be going against the best of the best?
I would say I think it plays a really big role. And the hard schedule, we were tested a lot. a few times we made our push, but a lot of times we fell short. And I would say us playing that higher competition definitely prepared us. But we also knew the whole time that we had plenty, like Thiggy said, we had plenty of talent in the room, and we just had to work things through and take it day by day, like Thiggy said.
Yeah. Brock, got to talk to you about the scene, man. Absolutely electric. 13,459 people over the 2 games. Probably more than that because there were probably heads they didn't count. Describe what that atmosphere was like from those supporting Troy.
It was indescribable. We never really had that many people. We knew that we had a lot of support around us, but we never really seen it at games. And then for them to show up like that, it definitely made a warm welcome for us to just play free and have everybody excited because we were playing great baseball right now, and it's actually indescribable coming from small town in Mississippi. It's awesome.
Hey, don't downplay it. You had some big crowds in high school at DC. Not that quite, but like
Not that big, but
more than I've
we had
seen at a
some
lot
good
of high school
turnouts.
games.
We had some good turnouts, that's for sure.
All right, so no, man, getting into it. Since that first outing against Southern Miss in the conference tournament, where you had some struggles, you've been absolutely lights out. What switched for you, or what kind of changed? What's been working for you from the mound as you've had success over like the last 7-8 games?
Really just trusting in my stuff. It was really rough at the beginning, but I knew that I'm capable of doing what I can do to the best of my ability, and obviously Coach has always had trust in me, and that made it so easy just to comprehend that I just got to go out and do what I've been doing basically the last 4 years of my life, and I'd be fine.
Yeah, I think it shows the pitcher's mentality, right? Like you can have a game like that against Southern Miss and then come back right out against them again and shove, right? Got to have a short memory to have success. And man, I love to see it. I love to see how many opportunities you got in this postseason, right? Shows how reliable you are out of the bullpen. Speaking of reliable, man, Jabe, you were 12 for 26 with 6 home runs in the postseason. Is the ball looking like a beach ball right now?
Yeah, no, it definitely looks pretty big. Just stepping in the box. I would say for things to get rolling, you just have to be, ready mentally and confident. If you're not mentally ready when you're stepping in the box, you're thinking about the wrong things, you're going to struggle. And I would say that's a big thing that I would attribute this success to, the recent success to, is just being mentally prepared and, being confident.
Yeah, and it's not just your success, right? The team had 74 runs so far in the postseason, which is just crazy. Let me ask you, Jay, but how do you guys get this to carry over to Omaha? Like, not let it cool off? How do you keep the bats hot rolling over? Is it the confidence you're talking about? How is it that you do it?
I would say, yeah, the confidence. Our whole entire lineup knows how capable we are and how dangerous we are. We have so much talent, 1 through 9, and I mean, yeah, I would just say the confidence. We are super super confident, and we're gonna step up. And when we make it to Omaha, it's all gonna flow for us, hopefully.
Yeah, and coming back to talking about bats being hot, West Virginia, they've been no slouch at all, putting up the runs. What's it been like getting prepared for them as y'all are going to have that first matchup?
Well, I honestly, I don't know much about them, but we gotta come out and attack the zone like we've been doing. I don't remember what the number, but I know we only had 2 walks this weekend in the Super Regional, and obviously we pitch pretty well in the regional as well. So and especially with our bats, the way they're swinging it right now, it really helps us loosen up and know that if you give up 1 or 2, like those guys are going to go right back out there and they might put up 8 or 9 in an inning. You don't even know at this point.
Yeah, that was what was crazy, guys. Like, the reason why I did not have y'all beating Florida, just calling it honest, Aiden King and Liam Peterson, both like guests of this show, like Florida can, pitch, right? And they've been putting up enough runs that I thought, Troy wasn't going to be able to outscore them. And man, like I said, y'all made me wrong in the regional, made me wrong in the super regional, doing your thing. But Brock, coming to you, you were a huge part of this team prior to injury. Obviously we got to play the cards we're dealt. Talk about you still being able to play your role and be a leader on this team, through the rest of this journey.
Yeah, so I kind of just realized that, things happen for a reason, and like we wear the shirts, Jesus won at the end of the day. So it's all his plan and it's all his timing. But being able to stay around the guys and make sure they're all in the right headspace, and really, I found comfort with going to the bullpen and sitting in the bullpen with those guys before they go into the game, and just kind of being a, as they like to call, coach with them. They just go down there and make sure that they realize, like, hey, you're in there to do one job, and go do that job to the best of your ability. And when your time's done, pass the ball to the next guy. And no matter what happens, like, as long as you can do your job, and that's all that we're asking from you. And just kind of getting to watch those guys go out there and play the ball that they're playing right now has made it a lot more enjoyable, even though I am hurt.
Yeah, Noah, let me ask you, man. Obviously, the clip was in the intro. What's it mean for you, like, to see your fellow teammate get hurt, just laying it all out on the line like that? I mean, that's the kind of guy you want to play with.
Yeah, I mean, Tap, he's one of my best friends. I love the guy. He plays with so much passion, and it was just so unfortunate to see him go down. But I mean, that's how our whole team plays. Honestly, I mean, we're gonna do everything we can. We're gonna put our bodies on the line just for the team's purpose, and made it to Omaha, and we got some more work to do.
Absolutely. Well, no, I do add another question for you while I got you on here. You had practice today. Obviously, we scheduled this for after practice. Does practice feel any different today, knowing like you're practicing for Omaha, or did it feel like it does any other day?
No, it's just another day. I mean, we've we've had a lot of practices so far, so you kind of know what you're going to walk into, and we don't want to we don't want to overlook the big thing, because all we were worried about today was the practice, and tomorrow we'll practice again and lift, and that's all we're going to be focused on until we eventually get there.
Jay, what has Coach's message been? Is there anything that y'all are kind of like the team motto you are kind of going by right now?
Right now is just I would say not getting too happy. Obviously, we're enjoying it. We had our team meeting and we enjoyed everything, and we're super happy about success. But you don't want to go out there and just be satisfied with what you've already gotten. We've already made it to Omaha. Yes, that's such a humongous goal, but we don't want to get lazy and happy and satisfied. Just go out there and continue to work and leave it all on the line.
Yeah, and I am excited to see what happens also with, not just what y'all do on the field, but we just talked about the fan base that just showed up. Jay, what are you thinking, man? Are they going to come pack it out? Is the Troy faithful going to be in Omaha?
I mean, I really hope so. I mean, I got a lot of buddies that are going to make the trip. It's 15 hours, and I mean, they're going to be driving. To be honest, I really don't know how Troy's going to respond and if they're going to support. I would love for them to come out there and support us. I'm sure they'll show. We're not LSU or any of those programs, but I guarantee you we'll have a decent show. We had a good showing at Gainesville, and they were loud and they were proud for us, and hopefully they'll do the same.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a good fan base. Obviously, like you said, it's hard when you're talking about some of the SEC juggernauts that come show up, but I definitely expect a good crowd. Whereas I only ask because sometimes there's these teams, like you can tell they're not baseball schools, but I know that Troy is a baseball school and should have a good fan show out. The last question I got for you, Noah, is seeing Coastal there last year and seeing the run that they made. A lot of people automatically just assume that Troy did make it to Omaha, and that's that, right? Like, cool story. But how do you, do like Coastal does and prove everybody wrong, and then even take it a step further and, knock off an LSU as opposed to, going down? So how do you kind of follow what they did?
Yeah, we just gotta continue playing good ball. I mean, we've been playing good defense, and bats are swinging well, pitching's going well. So we just got to continue to do those things. And I mean, we beat Miami and Florida twice. So I think that if we show up and we play a pretty good ball game, I think we could beat anybody in the country.
No doubt. Well, last question I got overall, Brock, is for you. You guys are wearing the shirts, just want to ask, man, obviously the message is Jesus won, but I want to know, what does that mean to you?
I think, I mean, as a team, we kind of passed out the shirts, and I took ownership of making sure everybody had one. It's just, I mean, at the end of the day, no matter what, you're playing for His glory. You're not playing for your own self. It's go for 3 with 10 strikeout, or you go for 3 and you're on a 10 strikeout like run. It's like, okay, but at the end of the day, like, you lean back on your faith, and like he's always won. He's always going to be there. And I think that's just the biggest thing for us, is like knowing that how our season started, and like all the ups and downs that we went through, like being able to look back and be like, all right, you're right. Like, Jesus won. This is like where it came from. Our faith has allowed us, like Jabe's talked about in multiple interviews, post game talks. It's like, without our faith, without knowing that Jesus has already won the battle for us, then we wouldn't be where we were today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know if y'all got to see Jacob Parker's post game interview for Mississippi State, but man, what an opportunity to highlight his faith and just talk about his, they lost the game, but he had already won still. And so definitely the message behind it. Obviously you want to win the game. One of the cool things that, Jabe, if you didn't know, Noah, if you didn't know, West Virginia is also outfitted with Jesus One. Kind of cool that y'all, both teams are wearing the shirts, and win or lose between the teams, something that's going to be highlighted. But man, I'm going to let you boys get out of here. I didn't have any more questions. Noah, Jay, Brock, thank you for your time. I'll be wishing you the best of luck. I'll be there in Omaha. Hope to see great things. Noah, I'm a pitching first guy. I believe in pitching over hitting. So hopefully I'm getting to see you do your thing and close down a game. That's my favorite part. But I wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you. See you there.
Absolutely. If you need anything, just reach out. But if you like hearing their stories, or you just like hearing us average Joes talk X's and O's, please like and share on Facebook, retweet us on Twitter, give us a follow on Instagram, subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff. I'll be back here in a little bit. We're going to be talking to Will Furnish from Ole Miss. But in the meantime, remember, strong body, sharp minds, grit and grind all the time. We are out.